Hello, hi, if you're watching this, then you most likely are here because I reveal who I was as an Undercover Animator. As you guys can't see, I'm not a guy in a super cool suit with a skull on his face and whatever. So yeah, that Undercover Animator was me. Hell, guys, it's literally me. I know. Super disappointing to just expecting to see a super cool animator, but it's just me. Some of you don't know me if you're new here. Hi, my name is Moniz. I'm an animator. Also an artist, just multimedia artist. I make art of everything. I make acrylic art, I make animations, I make traditional art, I sew, I sculpt, I do a bunch of things. Okay, I'm multimedia. I do everything that I can that is considered art media. And this is my journey of being an undercover animator for the past couple of days, weeks, depending on when this video comes out. So I wanted to document the full thing. Okay, first things first, we had to make a character design. Obviously, I had to go with something badass, because I love characters that are badass in oral form and just stand to the side. Like Adam over there. But, hear me out. Obviously, I had to make it. Okay, I have been stupidly obsessed with Doom lately. Like, it has been the thing that has been on my mind for the past couple of days, weeks, whatever. And I wanted to make an OC based off the Doomslayer from the Dark Ages. So yeah, obviously I took inspiration from I'm sweating my balls off, dude. What the fuck? Basically, designing this guy was kind of complicated at first because trying to make the helmet was really complicated. Obviously, just trying to make a character that doesn't look like a character of mine, even though it didn't look like a character that was mine. If you look at it and you go like, this is literally a Moni's Ozzy, what the f? Moni's trying not to make a character with the goatee and sideburns and a skull and red. I know, it's literally my whole trademark at this point. But, yeah, I made the character. It was super fun. I'm mostly gonna be putting speed paints and everything along those lines. I'm gonna be recording this in parts, because today has been the third or fourth day of being an undercover animator. I'm still planning on making some cool things. Also, I made it on a cool video on these users. I really like their undercover character. I love stitched up characters. You guys know me. I love characters like that. So obviously, it was super fun seeing myself in there. Like, oh my god, that's really me. Everybody point at it. I don't know what else. So yeah, I have some ideas in mind. I'm gonna well, not really. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm gonna be spending it with my best friend. So, yeah. Triflet, if you're watching this, I love you so much. But I just wanted to put this quick segment here. The character was heavily based off a character of mine. His name is Prince Charming, and he is a character that came to me in a dream, actually. Most of my drawing ideas, I get them from my dreams, because I have pretty weird dreams for some reason. I'm not sure why, and I constantly had dreams of that specific character, so I was like, I'll just turn him into a character. And the dream was just like, it just kept recurring, so I just really wanted to take that influence into that character and put it into the actual undercover animator character design. Also, something else is that I took heavily inspiration from Doom. As if it isn't obvious, I am a pretty big Doom fan. I am literally making my own Doomslayer cosplay right now because I really love the Doomslayer. I love the franchise. So I took a lot of inspiration from Doom Dark Ages. I originally got Doom Dark Ages, the art book. So I took a lot of inspiration from that. You could probably see the influence that it was for the characters, such as his face and his cape and just the general, just his armor, because you'll probably see more later on to the thing of like what he actually looks like or what he actually ended up looking like. So after getting all those ideas and making a character that was a representation of all those things, I had a thing to start off. A lot of things started to go downhill. I started going crazy making this whole project, and just a lot of things, for some reason, when I have a crazy idea and I'm like, oh, I could do this, a lot of things go bad in my life. So I was just like stressing out over life and with the undercover animator. So I didn't really do much days. I didn't do a lot of the stuff, but it was still kind of fun sometimes. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I've been extremely bad mentally, so I'm just trying to take my own time, trying to do sort of things. For the character design, obviously I took a lot of inspiration from Doom, specifically Doom the Dark Ages because of the cape. I was struggling a lot with the helmet at first because I was like, how do I make this not look like me? But I ended up then making it looking like a character of mine, so it's whatever. The color scheme was kind of difficult trying to figure out, but he still turned out pretty cool. I feel like it's way too dark. And then I got to design in his face. He ended up looking like Omni-Man, so I ended up changing that. So yeah, I made a mistake. Yeah, these are the colors that I chose, and then this is the color that I chose for it actually, and then reference sheet, and then the face. So yeah. Then it was time for the animations. I first made this first mock-up, but it looked really lazy, so I remade it, added cool tweening because everybody eats tweening, and then I edited it out, and this is how it turned out. The first day did pretty good, honestly. Someone found out who I was the first day, so I guess that was out the window, and it was kind of cool, but also what the hell. So now it was time for day 2 to make the animation. For this one, I wanted to make something like cool, and just show the character's face, but at the same time, it kind of ended up looking like my character, so I think it was kind of stupid of me, because a lot of other people found out who I was after that, so, yes. But this one turned out pretty cool. Also, Ultra Kill sound. This is so epic. Obviously, I got down to just making this. It was honestly super cool, and it honestly is one of my favorite animations.
My hands shall relish ending you here and now. The machine turned back now. The layers of this palace are not for your kind. Turn back, or you will be crossing the will of God.
This one is one that blew up, kinda, because it's so freaking epic. And then I had an idea. Rotoscoping, bro. I love rotoscoping. I really had been wanting to do another project with rotoscoping for a while because it's so freaking epic, dude. Like, it's so cool. So I took some videos of myself and I traced it and did some rotoscoping, and then I made a card of the Ace of Spades because I didn't own one. And I had to sacrifice it to burn it and make a cool effect with it. So yeah, I just got this clip, and then I entered it to CapCut and I edited a bit, and this is how it turned out. Obviously, I can't show the actual sound of this because it would probably get the video taken down because it's a copyrighted song, obviously. It's a Murder Was the Case. I believe that's the name. It's a song by Snoop Dogg. I feel like this really fits Ace for some reason. I don't know. And this is the part where I actually did show his face. This is so freaking epic. And then after it, I got hit with terrible art blocks. So what did I do? I played Doom. No, people! Are you kidding me? Mama, they're jumping me! When he tried to enter it, and I can't. Damn it, I can't read. I obviously cannot read. Bad, bro, oh my god! Nah, they're stuck here with me. Get the fuck? Oh. Fuck out my face, bro. You too! Oh my god! Dummy. Hello. Can you get on my face, please? Well, I'm low. I got 2.
On the path to a brighter tomorrow.
I don't care. I'm at that point in the project where I don't want to follow it anymore, and I want to quit. And I don't want to pick up a pencil again in my life.
Shut your fucking mouth!
I have an idea, but I'll tell you the next morning. I was tweaking out yesterday, okay? I don't really know what to say because it doesn't really have a script. I'm sorry if you guys hear dogs barking in the background. For this animation, I wanted to do something gory. I know I had been wanting to draw something like body horror wise, so obviously I wanted to just in general draw him. I was originally going to draw him with his skull blown open because that happens in his lore, but I just ended up drawing like his actual skull. And then I drew his wife. Lord have mercy, she is so pretty and gorgeous. Her name is Lilith. I ended up giving her that name. And then I did another drawing of this little thing. I still have no clue. I think that, I mean, I've thought about it, but it's supposed to represent me in some way. I think when I like say that, oh guys, that was literally me, like I'm this person, I feel like I'm just gonna reveal myself with that specific character. The part for Ace, I did it in Toon Squid. It isn't really smooth animation, it's just like keyframes. So it wasn't super smooth. I didn't want to work on it too much because like I only made this in like under 2 hours. The part for the background, I ended up using a light motion for it, which ended up looking pretty cool. This is how like it basically turned out. Obviously I can't put the song for copyrighted, so I just added an 8-bit cover version. But yeah, I did really like the background. I added forest to fit it because technically like his story is like a dark fantasy cyberpunk think whatever. Machines take over, religion is a big thing. I'll talk about it more about the lore. I'm still thinking about the lore. It's like all over the place. But I did end up liking like the background of it. Obviously, I don't know what else to say. I added a portion leader with his wife and him and his 2 unborn daughters that I will get to talking more about later, maybe. I'm not sure. You know that song that goes like, Trudy, Trudy, marry me? I could just simply with that with Ace and his wife. Okay, basically since this animation is about his wife, now it's the time to talk about his wife. So her name is Lilith, and she is part of the Heart Clan. Like I'm telling you this whole lore of him. It's part of like a playing card. It's based off that. You know, Ace is the Ace of Spades, Lilith is the heart, the king, well, it's the king. The diamonds, I still gotta work on the other clans, but basically, okay, Lilith is is from the origin of the Heart Clan. She was the first of her kind to display abilities because the Heart Clan are vampires. And the Heart Clan bloodline was altered after her birth. She is tied to like fertility. That's her whole thing. She can revive things like dead plants, or just like there was like a drought of the food at some point on her lore, so she brought that back and it made her seem like as a goddess. And basically just her power, she can heal severe injuries or restore damaged bodies. She can revive organic matter, including plants or like partially dead tissue. She can temporarily bring people from the death, not like permanently, but she can temporarily do that. Eventually, if she uses her power too much, it can weaken her ability and it could lead to her body rotting. Her blood also carries like generative properties and can alter or enchant like other things. Also, I would like to mention that the Heart Clan is just only consists of women. There are no men in there, there's just pure women. So Lilith and Ace met when there was a battle against the Ace of Spades clan against the king, because the Ace of Spades were the children of the king. Not technically the children, but they were his soldiers. They eventually rebelled against the king, and the king did not like that whatsoever. So it caused a huge war in the kingdom. Ace suffered a bad injury, so he basically just ran somewhere else from battle. He felt really bad because he felt like a coward, but he eventually like ended in the castle of Lilith. Keep in mind that the Heart Clan was being extinguished. Not a lot of them were left, and some of them were in hiding because of the king. The king is a really selfish guy, and he just wants the power of everything. So obviously he would want something that has to do with regenerative powers of that sort. When Ace like saw her, it was like love at first sight. Lilith was like, "You're supposed to be scared of me. Like, why are you not scared?" And like Ace was like, "You're so gorgeous." So eventually, like Lilith healed him. Eventually, like he stayed with her for a long time, couple months, and then Ace proposed to her. She was like, "Oh my god, yes!" And then they were about to like start a family, but then the king found them, and the king like executed Lilith in front of Ace, and Ace was like, "What the hell, dude? I was just like starting to get happy." And then Lilith wasn't killed completely. She was taken to the castle and put in the basement of the castle, and the king basically started to extract her powers for himself, and just Ace lost a lot of his memories because of it. He got really bad PTSD from it, and yeah, he's just out there just trying to find his wife. Keep in mind, his wife was also pregnant with twins, so yeah, he lost his wife, he lost his daughters. Yeah, so he's out there, he hates the king. Technically the king is called the Emperor. Warhammer 40k reference. I also just realized I'm not even talking about the animation. So the clip of the eye is actually like a clip from like my eye, and then I decided to do some rotoscoping again. Also, I would like to say that Lilith was named after Lilith from Evangelion. So just yeah, I took a lot of inspiration from that, and also Warhammer and Doom. Religion, a lot too, that as well. It's just all over the place. I just really like to just grab a bunch of things, put them together, and make my little Ozies out of it. I don't really know what else to say. This animation was more of a filler post. There wasn't anything special out of it. I just really wanted to show his wife because I had been thinking about showing her. The animation turned out like this. Again, I can't really show or just put the audio because it'll probably get copyrighted. I'll probably put like an 8-bit version over it. But yeah, for Lilith, since she is kind of like a divine being, I wanted to have something along those lines. The background is supposed to be a church and maggots. It has some stuff or just some symbols behind it. I'll eventually talk about it. I don't know if I'll talk about it. I don't know. I don't really like explaining a bunch of things. Everything is a reference in my art, and like everything will be a reference to anything. So yeah, this is how it turned out. Look at this fat ass obese cat that my little cousin got me for Valentine's. Look at it. Let me tell you, I have not been like working on anything. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff lately, so I have not been focusing on the project. It's been like I want to say like 2 weeks since I posted. Probably less. I don't know. I don't want to go and make the math about it, but I got some inspiration the night before the night of yesterday. I wish there was a word for that in English, because in Spanish is antier, but like in English you gotta say the day before yesterday. I wish it was just I'm getting off track. I got an idea. I was listening to Typo Negative, and then my girlfriend's girlfriend came up, and I'm like, I could do something with this. I just get random lore ideas when I listen to music. So I was like, what if I make Lilith reincarnate on somebody? And Ace is like, you look like my wife. Yeah, so I'll just do something with that. Okie dokie, I gotta do a voiceover on this. So I first started with the design of his reincarnation of the wife. Probably just have this be Lilith. God damn it, it's 2 in the morning right now. I'll just have this be actually Lilith, and then that's just her after like she got corrupted or something like that. I don't know. I don't care about the lore anymore. It's just I'm stressed. I'm tired. I want to go to bed, bro, but I can't go to bed because I keep having nightmares and I'm tweaking out. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I drew Ace. I really like how I drew him here. Like, out of every drawing, well, there's some other drawings that I like that I've made of him, but this one I really liked it because of his side profile. I don't know, like, Ace, no te había visto bien, no mames. But yeah, I don't. He fine as fuck though. He just looks like the Doomslayer, which, you know what? Yeah, that would probably be his face claim, but at the same time, I don't know. I really gotta work on his face claim and also his voice claim. I'm not sure anymore. He was heavily based off the Terminator. Like, his face also was based off the Terminator. So I guess, I'm not sure, bro. Nothing makes sense. But yeah, I moved everything to Toon Squid, and then I started to basically edit everything. This animation was pretty lazy. It was like kind of a filler. Honestly, yeah, it was a filler because it wasn't that good. I made this in like, I want to say like 5 hours, 4 hours, somewhere around that time. It didn't take me that long in comparison to other projects that I had been making, but I also wanted to add a little creepy part at the end, and I decided to just film some clips of me. This is a clip supposed to be of my, I was gonna add an Ace of Spades in my, face, but I didn't like it, so I scrapped it, and I just ended up adding a clip of, of my eye. I just zoomed it in. And afterwards, I was thinking about different clips that associated with Ace. I got this clip of me with a rosary and just edited it out and made this version. And this was supposed to be the one of my eye. And then I recycled the version of the Ace of Spades that was burning. And then I wrote in binary code the number 23. Because the number 23 is basically the day I was born. And this is how it turned out. Yeah, just, I don't know what to say, guys. These voiceovers are not great. And nothing is script. Nothing it just comes to mind, and I just say whatever comes to mind. I'm not sure, dude. I want to go to bed. I'm so tired. This part, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this part. It just feels kind of okay, bro. Okay. Walking like a talkie, walking like a talkie. It is about to be 3 in the goddamn morning. And just when I thought I was completely hopeless, no ideas, art block, something crazy came to mind. Perhaps wacky, some say. Something heavenly. Oh! Hatsune Miku, bro! If you, for some reason, don't know who the hell Hatsune Miku is, she is a virtual pop star, basically a Vocaloid. I love her so much, and she is the absolute coolest, and I really wanted to make the fruit juice dance with Ace because I thought it would be really funny. I figured I have to do like voiceovers for like every single thing. I'm so tired, dude. So many things happened today, even though like I finished the animation, like it's like past like the thing that had been like consuming my mind because I had been wanting to post something, and when I don't draw or don't do anything, I just feel really guilty. But yeah, just there's so many things happened today. Freaking like it's just all over the place. Just gonna sprinkle something in that happened, but 50 mini spiders crawl up my arm today, so that was fun. But yeah, I made the dances in Procreate because I didn't want to like, you know, draw it on Toon Squid. And then I added a bunch of Undercover animators, like a heck ton of them. I think it was like 19 of them. I hope I say the names right. I'm gonna be reading off usernames, so if I butcher a name, I am so sorry. It's not in order, by the way. I had a Professor Lewis, the funniest jester, Mr. Stevington, Priest Oliver, Crimson Auror, I believe, Paris Stolta Zero, Dr. Fisher, Crisscross Applesauce, which is Silvestre, Mr. Calloway, Beady Eyes on Me, Rook B0, Revenge Seeker 223, So Sucks 0xx1_1, Sorcellery, I believe that's, I don't know, I'm so sorry. And Valentine Loves Everyone, Flynn Rebry, Just Morris, and Invisibility Sombra. I am so sorry if I butcher a name. My bad, bro. It is like 2 in the morning right now, and I'm doing a voiceover because I am tweaking so bad right now, and I want to distract myself. Okay. The animation was, like, I was, like, forcing myself to work on this, like, for, like, hours a day. Because I was like, if I don't finish this, bro, I'm not gonna finish anything. So yeah, I just started editing the dance because yeah, whatever. And then I went to Procreate again and I made another drawing because in the background, if you've seen the official music video, Miku is like doing a peace sign and she like strolls behind the not behind the camera, but behind the character, just like that. Yep, just like that. And I wanted to make Ace look really awkward because that's something he would not do because he's a grown man. But yeah, I had to manually do this with every single Undercover animator. It was so annoying, but you know what? Whatever, bro. Fucking, I hope it pays off. I hope so. That's how it turned out when I finished that. Then I added 4 more Undercover animators. I believe one of them is not an Undercover animator. I don't know, bro. And then I went back to Procreate and I made more drawings for the animation because there's these parts where like the character is like screaming and it slides through the camera background. I don't know if I'm making sense, bro. It's 2 in the morning. Do you think anything makes sense at 2 in the morning? No, it doesn't. But yeah, Ace shirtless because why not, bro? Oh my god, I gave him an American traditional tattoo on his shoulder with the word, well, more with the name Lilith. I thought it'd be funny with a minigun too because I love drawing miniguns. I think miniguns are freaking epic. He low-key mad fine. I wish I like put more effort into this drawing, but again, it was like on screen for like 2 or 3 seconds. And then I went back to a portion. There's like this roulette gambling. I don't know what's it called. I don't know what the term is. It just like spins around and it shows you different things. And I wanted to add, you know, the diamonds, the spades, the hearts, everything. You know, it'll make sense when you watch the animation. I was just drawing a lot of things in Procreate because I don't like drawing in Toon Squid. Yes, I know, crazy. It just feels really weird drawing there. So I just, most of the time I just like either make a sketch and then like move it to Toon Squid so I can animate it there. Because I don't know, it just feels weird starting from scratch in Toon Squid. I don't know. And then I went back to editing. I was fighting with Toon Squid, trying to make this thing look right because it wouldn't work. Guys, my throat hurts. I'm not used to talking this much. It feels weird. Yeah, I don't know what else to add, bro. Like, what did I do today? I had ramen today, and then I had a sandwich. What else? I was gonna play Doom today, but I was just being a chud, so I didn't. And then I started watching Spider-Man No Way Home. And then my sister was like, hey, do you want to play Fortnite? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And And then we played Fortnite. We got slimed out for like 4 matches. We won 2 matches. On our last match, we won it. Like, we clutched in and we won it. The last person, like, fell off a cliff. Yeah, anyway, that's what I did for my routine today. It's not really something interesting. My days are pretty boring and it's just the same thing over and over again. After so many hours, it was done! If I post it like right now, it's gonna do bad. I know in my head, I'm like, this is gonna do really bad. Low-key, my next post is gonna be my last one because I am also just really tired of this project. So many things have been happening. Like, I am not doing well mentally, like, whatsoever. Like, I know it looks like, oh, funny, haha. No, bro, I'm fucking tweaking. I just don't really want to, like, be fucking depressed because I don't. Why am I talking about this? So I know, okay, TikTok is probably down. It's not working. It's not letting me post it. It's not showing up for anybody. Is this a perfect excuse to play Doom right now?
We are not done yet. Shut your fucking mouth!
I had decided a while ago that I was going to reveal myself, so I started making this animation with the song Who Do You Want to Be by Oingo Boingo, but I didn't like it, and I did get like some things done, but I wasn't really having it, and the song was pretty long, and it wasn't, you know, it didn't feel like the aesthetic that I was going to with Ace, but at the end I just ended up replacing the song with Black Sunshine by White Zombie. So I made a little storyboard on my sketchbook, and I was like, okay, this is cool. It was a lot of animations because I was like, oh, I'll just reveal like Ace's like face melting, and it's gonna reveal that he's a robot, and then well, more like a cyborg. He's not like fully a robot, but like, because he's half man and half machine, which is a reference to Judas Priest. Anyways, okay. And basically, like, I animated this part, which I love. I really liked how I did this, and then I ended up adding some keyframes to match the song pace, but like, I didn't like it, so I was like, okay, I'll just use a different song, and I ended up going with a different type of animation. I wanted to add like real life clips, so I got this clip of the skull, I added it a bit, and then later on I just like started like adding more animations. This one is based off just like things I see on Pinterest, and then I wanted to do a Mike Mignola one because this one has a lot of shadows, and you know, Mike Mignola is a really big inspiration to me, so I ended up adding just a bunch of things. There's some parts where like I did end up using other drawings that I had made in the past, and also this is a recycling video of the one that I used in Sooty Sooty Marry Me, which was another animation I did, and then I also added a IRL clip of myself. This is from an old animation I did a while back. I wanted to recycle them because I think it looks pretty sick to me, and it also just reveals my little persona and just me as a person. I also wanted to do some rotoscoping as well because I really like rotoscoping, like I mentioned in the past. So I got this clip of myself, and then I traced it a bit, and I wanted to make the style resemble Robert Bally as well because Robert Bally is also a big inspiration to me. So I ended up doing this with the rotoscoping, which looks pretty cool. I also wanted to add my Sona, Prince Charming, to this. I didn't record myself drawing it, but yeah. And then I ended up just editing the whole thing and adding, you know, that one part of Ace's face melting. all that kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, it did end up looking pretty cool. It took me a couple of days, I want to say. So yeah, I was pretty much done with the animation. This is the final product of said animation, and I am pretty proud of myself. And as you guys can see, maybe at the end, there's a part where, you know, there's just like empty space, and that is because I will be adding a QR code to this video. I will be posting this video first, and then I'll be posting the reveal video of myself as an animator. But obviously I have to add something in here. So I've came across this audio on TikTok where it's like, there's a man, and I wanted to do that and add like clips of my animations and Ace's animations and resemble the things, because, you know, Ace has an Ace of Spades belt on him. Most of my characters do have Ace of Spades belts. So I wanted to do that video and then add a way, or just a date on when I was going to reveal myself, and then that way I could have this video uploaded beforehand and have the date set to when I'm going to make this video public. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I don't know how to start this section of this video, because I am just going to talk about something I wrote in my notebook about my thoughts and everything, or just in general my experience of just being an undercover animator, in case anybody wants to listen to my 2 cents. So my handwriting, look dude, look at my handwriting. Can you even understand that? That's actually crazy. Overall, this project was kind of like a roller coaster. Don't get me wrong, this community is incredibly creative and very talented. There are so many amazing artists and animators, but at the same time, it can also be really toxic and overwhelming. Every fandom has its bad sides, but I've honestly never come across a community that can be so harsh towards people who are just trying to have fun and make a fun project. Personally, and thankfully, I didn't experience any of the bad parts of the Undercover Animator fandom, but I saw it happen to other Undercover animators, especially to those bigger Undercover animators. They would get criticized for the smallest things ever. At the end of the day, that is sadly how the internet works. Okay, you know what? Let me talk about that, because the art community, especially in TikTok, has to be one of the worst communities ever. I don't care what people say. It is such a harsh and mean community to artists in general. You can be super fucking talented, or you can be just like not skilled enough. Everybody will fucking throw dirt at you, and it fucking sucks. That's why I barely interact with the art community, because like, I don't like to associate myself with like such bad community, especially on TikTok. So yeah, just throw my 2 cents in there. Don't, man. As for my experience, did I have fun? Yeah, definitely, during the first few videos, but after that I started getting really stressed out. A lot of that wasn't even because of the project itself. It was because of the things happening in my personal life. At the time, looking back, I honestly think I would have enjoyed this project a lot more if everything else around my life wasn't falling apart. That being said, I'm still really proud of everything I truly made. Ace has become a character that I've grown really attached to the point that even after this project, I will be turning him into a son of mine. He's really fun to draw. I really love his design. He's somewhat simple but very neat at the same time. Before I end this video, I also want to show some of the amazing fan art people made for me. Seriously, thank you so much to everyone who like drew me something. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate people who like went out of their day to like draw me something. Like, holy, thank you. Like, seriously. And to those who supported the project and stuck around throughout the whole thing, it really means a lot. Everyone who commented and would like go and say, oh, this project is so cool, because those comments were the reason why I continued this project in the first place. And a really big thank you to my dear and beloved best friend Triplet, who pushed me to continue this project when I wasn't at the best mentally. I love my best friend. Hola, Triplet! Yeah, that's pretty much all I wrote. This project was actually crazy. I wasn't expecting this project to take this long, because it did took a lot of time. And when I mean time, like a lot of months. But yeah, this is pretty much the end of the video. Thank you so much to everybody who stuck around and watched this whole thing. I will say that some parts of this video, like 70-80% of this wasn't scripted. So I was just rambling and hoping that my thoughts would come together so I could make a good sentence, but at the end of the day, it just sounds like I'm rambling. So yeah, I still appreciate people who watch my videos. It does mean a lot, because I'm like, it's still like crazy to me that people enjoy the things that I make. So it truly does mean a lot. I hope people will still continue to, you know, support my projects and just in general go out of their way to be anticipated for new videos that I drop, because I've had people come up to me or just text me and be like, hey, like, when is your next video dropping? I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, holy shit, like, people actually expect me to post more videos. I don't know. I also just apologize for not being pretty active on here. I've been struggling a lot mentally, and I've just been procrastinating, and a lot of things just happening, and I am working on bigger projects, I promise. It's just, I have a lot in my head right now. Regardless of that, I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. Well, actually 2 announcements. I will be participating in Art Fight this year. This is my user, in case people want to go and follow me. I will most likely be doing a lot of, well, I will just be doing a little bit of everything, honestly. I'm still working on character sheets at the moment, and I'm trying to get this video out because I want to add Ace onto my Art Fight characters, so I'm just putting everything together. And the other announcement is that I have Instagram again. This is my username for Instagram, in case anybody wants to go check out my Instagram again. I post some of my render drawings on there, so in case you want to check that out. My links to my other socials will be down in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I appreciate it a lot. Okay, bye-bye.